Hello guys, and welcome back, or welcome to a declutter series. So today, I'm not sure if I'll be able to get all of these done in one video. If not, I will have to maybe break it up. But I have my bronzers and blushes and highlighters in this drawer. And so hopefully this won't be a super long video, but if it is, make sure you grab a snack and let's just go ahead and jump right on into this. So I think I'm going to start with my bronzers just because there's not like a whole lot I'll probably get rid of. But let's start with the Balm Take Home the bronzer in Thomas, and it's supposed to be like an anti-orange bronzer. And so I do I do enjoy using this. It is pretty pigmented, so you have to start off with a light hand. But you can definitely blend it out. So I'm going to hold on to this one. I do like that color on me, so I'm going to hold on to that one. And then next up I have this Hula Light by Benefit, which I have hit pan on, as you can see. I'm not like the biggest fan of this bronzer just because it is really light, so you have to kind of I have to build it up quite a bit. I do like this better for contouring, like a light contour than anything. So I'm going to continue to hold on to that one and hopefully I can use it up. And then next up I have this limited edition Wet n Wild and Pac-Man. It's like their bronzing balls or something. I haven't had a chance to give this a go. It is a pretty shimmery bronzer, which is this one right there. I don't really know if that's something that will work on my skin tone. It might be a little too deep. Could definitely use it as like a topper, but am I going to reach for an extra product? No, probably not. So as much as I don't want to let it go because it's mostly like a collector's thing, let's just go ahead and pass it along. I don't need it. And so then I have the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I think this is just the light bronzer. I kind of like the regular bronzer a little bit better than I do this one. I just feel like it shows up a little bit better, kind of comparative to that Hula Light. But this is brand new. I haven't had a chance to really dive into it yet, so I'm going to hold on to that one. It's definitely more on the pricier side of drugstore. And then I have two Wet n Wild. They're like the limited edition. I think it was like their Dragon or Fire and Ice or something. I don't know. But this came in the mystery box when I bought it, and the bottom one here is Bronze Destiny, and then this one here is Queensland. I haven't had a chance to test them out yet. This one is definitely more on the shimmery, not shimmer, but the glowier side. There's no sparkle in it. And so I'm not quite sure which one will work better for me. Just swatch these next to each other. I kind of swatched them too close, but this one's Queensland, and then this one is Bronze Dynasty. Why'd I swatch them so close? I feel like I like Bronze Dynasty a little bit more than Queensland. I feel like Queensland's a little bit too on the orangier side. So I think I'll let this one go and keep this one. And then next is this. It's just a little sample of NARS Laguna. I don't know why I still have it. When I found the full size at a TJ, I think it was either TJ Maxx or Marshall's. I think this is their old packaging, so that's why it was in there. So I'm going to keep that and just toss this. I don't think anyone would really want it, so I'm just going to throw that away. And then I have this Ulta Beauty Face Sculpting Color Stick. Bought this on clearance, haven't even opened it yet, so I want to give that one a go. Okay, so I totally forgot about the ones I had in my everyday drawer. I have this Milk Makeup in Baked. I love this. If you're someone who's scared of cream products, give this a go because it blends out so nicely and it builds so nicely. Absolutely love this. So definitely holding on to that one. And then this is their e.l.f. in Forever Sunkissed. I think it's their mineral infused or primer infused I really do like this. I like the color. I like the way it blends. Like, it's like perfect. So definitely hold on to this. I recommend that at the drugstore, like hands down. And then this one is the Milani and Dulce. It's one of their baked bronzers. I love this. It's just so nice and like glowy. It does have a bit of like glitter in there, but I find that once you like really blend it out, it kind of like the particles kind of go away, but it leaves just this nice like sheen. Love this. Hold on to it. Recommend that as well. And then next I have the City Bronzer in 100. It's by Maybelline. I don't even think I haven't even have I even opened this yet? I haven't even opened this yet. I bought this because Taylor here on YouTube raves about this being like the perfect color for very fair to like light skin tones. So I'm going to hold on to this one. I want to give it a try, and if I just haven't tried it or I try and I don't like it, then I'll pass it along. But I haven't used it yet, and I don't want to get rid of it. Alright, next up I have these two Flower Beauty Luminous Bronzer. One is in Heat Wave, or no, it's their Heat Wave Luminous Bronzer, and this one is in Sunrise, and then this one is in Sun Swept. They're two different undertones. So this one is Sunrise, and then this one is Sun Swept, which are both really beautiful shades. I think if I were to keep one, which I just need to keep one, which one would I keep? I feel like this top one, the Sun Swept, is similar to the Milani one, so I think I'm going to get rid of Sun Swept and keep Sunrise. And then lastly back here is my Marc Jacobs. It's in the Tantastic. Love, 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 love this bronzer. I'm so glad they brought it back so I was able to get my hands on it. It is just like almost like perfect for me. Like, I just love the undertone. The formula is amazing. It blends out great. Definitely holding on to this one. I need to pick it back up. But there for a while, this was the only bronzer I was like ever using. Alright, so I know there's one I think I can get rid of. I'm not sure if I've already gotten rid of it or not. Okay, let's go ahead and start with these Wet n Wild ones. So I have the limited edition, their Baked Blush in Hummingbird. Again, got this in that mystery box. I haven't used it just because I feel like it's not really the time to use it. It is such a pretty color though, but I don't know if I'll ever really use it, to be honest with you. I think I'm just going to go ahead and pass that along. And then next up I have Keep It Peachy, which I don't really have a lot of peachy blushes. I haven't even opened this yet, so I'm going to hold on to that one. And then this one is in Mellow Wine, which is like a classic. I got this on clearance. I'm not sure where, but I know a lot of people really like this one. I thought they discontinued this. I might be wrong, but it's, hopefully you can like see these. It's this one here. So I'm going to hold on to that one. It's a really pretty color. And then next up we have this Laura Geller. It's their Baked Blush and Brighten in the shade Tropic Hues. This was a box charm item, and I freaking love this blush. The color and the formula and just how it blends out on the skin. It is so pretty, and I definitely want to pick up some more in this formula. I couldn't think of the word, but I'm going to hold on to that one. I absolutely adore it. And next up I have this Bare Minerals Gin Nude and a Bellini Brunch. I'm pretty sure I picked this up at like a TJ Maxx or Marshall's. The formula is just so creamy, like when I rub my finger in there, and it's definitely more on like the peachier side of things. I haven't really reached in it a lot, and it does give a nice like luminous like glow to the skin. I really hope you guys can see these. But I'm going to hold on to this one. I do like using that one. These two were in my everyday makeup drawer. And I have the Clinique Cheek Pop and Nude Pop. This is such an amazing formula, and I love the shade. And I definitely want to pick up a few more. But it is just the perfect, like, nudie. Like, oh my gosh. I absolutely love this color. I really hope you can see it. But yeah, love this color. Gonna hold on to that one. Then I have this Neutrogena one. It's their Flesh Blush, Chinky Wink. I'm not sure. Oh, it's called First Crush. This is more like the ColourPop like a Super Shock, where it's like a cream to powder. And oh my gosh, you guys, this blends out so nicely. It's definitely more on the pinkier side, and it has a little bit of a luminosity, but not too bad. I like using this and then applying a powder brush on top, and it just makes it stay in place all day. It is amazing. So hold on to that one for sure. And next up, I have 4 more blushes. I have this Becca one in Tiger Lily. Got this at a Marshall's, I'm pretty sure. I think all I've done is swatch it. But it is really pretty. It's more of like an orangey, like apricot color, with some luminosity to it. I love this. You definitely have to go in with a light hand if you're as like light as I am. But I'm going to hold on to this one. I'm not getting rid of anything, am I? I just don't have like a whole big blush collection. And next I have this Essence Satin Touch Blush in Satin Love. I bought this up because Kathleen Lights was raving about it. I absolutely love the color of this, and I highly recommend, if these are still available, to give it a shot. I really hope you can see that. It's this one right here. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to that one. And then next up, I have this Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. I'm not like the biggest fan, like everybody raves about this here on YouTube, but honestly, I mean, it's alright. Like, the color's really pretty, and the luminosity it gives is gorgeous. I want to try out, there's like a pinkier one I also want to try out, but I'm going to hold on to this one because it is really nice. And I can see why a lot of people really enjoy it. And then lastly, I have this little NARS. I think this is the Orgasm. Yeah. I'm not sure if I got this with like my points or what, but it is pretty, and I can see why a lot of people really enjoyed this blush. It's definitely on the pinkier side, and it does have like gold glitter in it. It is really pretty, but do I need it? I feel like it's kind of similar to the Lower Geller's a lot deeper. I think I'm just gonna pass this along. If I want to pick it up, I'm sure I can pick it up anytime. I don't think that line is going anywhere, so I'm gonna hold on to that one. Didn't really get rid of a lot, but didn't really have a lot to start out with. If you guys know of any good blushes, let me know down below. I would love to check some out. I just get stuck in my ways. But yeah. And lastly, I have my highlighting drawer. My camera is about to die, so I'm going to hopefully be able to get through this really fast. So these two on top came out of my everyday drawer. I have the Benefit Cookie Highlighter. Love this stuff. I see why everybody raves about it. I don't know why I keep this. I'm not going to use it, so I'm just going to throw that away. But yeah, love, love, love this. It's more of like your pinkier type of highlighters, but still gorgeous. Love it. Gonna hold on to that. And then I have this Laura Geller in Gilded Honey. I feel like if I apply too much of this, it definitely can be too deep for my skin tone. But I feel if I go in pretty light-handed and really buff it into my skin, then I can get away with it. So I'm going to hold on to that one. Alright, let's talk about some ones I know I'm ready to part ways with. So I have this Neutrogena Glow On Moonlight Galaxy. I don't even think I've tried this once. I think I've honestly just watched it. So I'm not going to even bother making a mess. So I'm going to pass that one along. Let's see. Let's talk about some loose highlighters because I have more than I probably should. I have 5. And there's one back here. I'm not going to keep all these. I'm going to pick the ones I know I'm going to use. So I have this Wet n Wild and You Glow Girl. I find that these can be pretty, like, glittery, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to see which one. Ooh, that's pretty. Definitely has more of like a pinkier, like, subtle hint. I just don't know if you guys are going to be able to see these on camera. And then I have I'm So Lit, which is more of their, like, gold. And now I just got highlighter everywhere. This is why I'm not a big fan of loose highlighters. They get so messy. That one's a really pretty, like, gold champagne. Don't really see any, like, glitters in that one. And then I have the Zodiac one called Written in the Stars. I think this one was more of the glittery one. I just feel like you really have to take your time with these and work them into the skin, or they're just not going to work. Yeah, that one I'm just not a big fan of. I think out of the two, I really like I'm So Lit, because I'm not a super big fan of pinky ones. So I think I'm going to hold on to the I'm So Lit one, which is more like the champagne one. I'm going to hold on to that one. I haven't even opened this. It's the Airspun Loose Highlighter. I was so surprised to see these at my Walmart, so I'm going to hold on to that one. I haven't even opened it. And so I'm going to pass on these two Wet n Wild ones. And then the last loose highlighter I have is the Laura Lee one. It's in Sugar and Spice. Again, it was one of her 2018 holiday releases. I really do like this highlighter. I'll swatch it for you. It's definitely like a pinky, like, shift gold highlight. And I really do like using this one, so I'm going to hold on to that one as well. And then next up, I have these two in the back. I have this Becca one. It's in Champagne Pop. This is probably my first high-end highlighter. I lost train of thought. Highlighter purchases. And while it is kind of too dark for me, I still want to hold on to it because I feel like I can make it work with, like, a light hand. And it's just so nostalgic for me, so I'm going to hold on to that one. What I know I can let go is this Wet n Wild. It was the limited edition. It's in Winter Falls in LA. And again, got that in the mystery box. And it's just this blue shifty, like, highlighter. It's cool, but not something I'm ever going to wear, so I'm going to pass that one along. And then back here I have this big Jeffree Star one. It's called Mint Condition, which I got in the mystery box. I'm pretty sure I did that mystery unboxing last year on my channel. But anyways, it's green. It's a green highlighter. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this because I am never going to wear it. Like, for one, it's probably just too dark on my skin, to be quite honest with you. My hand's still wet, so that's why it looks like that. And I don't think anyone I know will want it. I'll ask and see, and if not, I'll just hold on to it because I really don't want to just, like, toss it away. I feel like maybe if you have a darker skin tone, this might look a little bit better and not maybe as green. But on me, you're definitely going to be able to pick that up from a mile away. So, I don't know. I'll ask around, and if not, then I'll just end up keeping it. And then let's get to these up here. Don't know. Let's see. I have this e.l.f. one. It's in white gold. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan. I don't know if it's like the formula or what, but I feel like it's just not all that pigmented as much as I would like. And keep in mind, my hand is wet. And I just have to, like, really build it up. I'm just not a big fan of this formula. So I'm going to pass that one along. Then next up, I have this Pretty Vulgar one in Shimmering Swan. Again, another boxy charm. If I can open it. And it is so freaking pretty. And I don't really feel like I have a lot of this color. It's like a light, like almost cool toned pinky color. So I definitely hold on to that one for sure. And next up, I have this Tarte one in Stunner. I'm pretty sure this was actually my first purchase, and then the Becca one back there was my second. And I have used and abused this thing. When I bought it, it was actually shattered, and I didn't know about Sephora's return policy. So I kept it and repressed it, and it still works to this day. I mean, this thing's probably got to be like 4 years old. And it is just absolutely gorgeous. It almost looks like the Pretty Vulgar one, but it's definitely more cool toned. It has a slight gold shift to it than the other one. But I'm going to hold on to that. Just so many like memories tied to that. And I know it's a stupid reason to keep it, but I love it. And then next up I have this Ofra. It's the Naked Tutorials and collab in glazed donut. This, y'all, oh my gosh. Woo! You talk about blinding. And this is like technically the only like white-ish type highlighter I own. So hold on to that one. And then lastly, I have two. One is by Pixie. It's the Pixie by Petra in Delicate Dew. These are kind of too dark for me, to be quite honest. The pink one isn't too bad, but this gold one over here is just not going to work. I think there's another shade in this, but these are just too dark for me. Like, they're just not going to work. It's these two. Here, I swatched them pretty close together again. I don't know why, but these are just too dark for me, and I think that's why I don't reach for it. And so I'm just going to pass that one along. Hopefully, I can find a different shade in the duo. And then lastly, I have this Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter. It's the Crystal High. It's the one that everybody was comparing to the Fenty highlighter, which I don't own. And I have the hardest time opening this thing. I still have the protective covering, but I have used it. Honestly, it's not my favorite. It is pretty, but if we can see that, it's this one there. I need to use it some more. I mean, it's so nice and creamy. There's not a lot of powderiness kick up to it. And it's not, like, it doesn't really have much of a base to it. And I think that's kind of why they think it's close to the Fenty one. So I'm going to keep this one, and I need to start reaching for it some more. Alright, you guys. So this is what the drawer is looking like now. I feel like it's not as cluttered, and I don't feel as overwhelmed. I know I didn't get rid of a whole lot, but I feel like my collection isn't like that crazy, like, you know, like some of the YouTubers here. So I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. I think I got rid of more than I thought I would. And yeah, hopefully you come back to my last declutter. It's going to be my eyeshadow palettes. I think my favorite of all declutters. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. And yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.